Okay, so we're doing the accelerated battle mission here for the Goku and Frieza event. Didn't get around to doing it straight away because obviously Global basically got this event with the new LRs and everything releasing, and then immediately went into a world tournament, which is always fun. So we're going to see how we get on. I think we're probably best off floating the Goku and Vegeta, because then they return on turn 4, and obviously that's the earliest they can fuse. So if they return and we're meeting the conditions, they can just fuse straight away. So the thing to remember for this one is, just like the Universe 11 mission, you have to have 4 accelerated battle characters on the team. It doesn't have to be a full accelerated battle team. So we're using the Majin Buu Saga AGL Angel Goku lead. He has accelerated battle as one of his 170s, but we also have Majin Buu Saga, which is why we have Gotenks on the team. The accelerated battle characters are the AGL Super Sentai Angel Goku, STR Dragon Fist Goku, AGL UI Goku, and then the STR Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. And then obviously we can bring 2 other characters. So we've got Gotenks and the Tech Goku and Vegeta that will fuse into Gogeta. So we should hopefully be able to get into a good spot, because we've got both the Vegito and Gogeta and they have the different fusion conditions. Once we get to like turn 4 or 5, we should be able to fuse at least one of them, like guaranteed. Of course, got locked in slot 1. Great. The worst possible outcome for this rotation is him being locked in slot 1, but okay, so I mean, I guess what can we really do, right? We just have to hope for the best here. AGL Super Sentai Angel Goku, of course, on his first turn, after he attacks, as long as he does a minimum of 2 attacks, which he pretty much always will, has a 100% damage reduction. So 158k, I mean, that's more than we'd like to take from a normal, but I guess it's not as bad as some potential units would take. But obviously with Goku having the 100% damage reduction, he's not going to take any damage here at the end. Be kind of funny to see 17 super attack him for double digit damage, although I think 17, he has a Ki Blast super attack, so if he does super Goku at the end here, we could counter it as well. Dragon Fist Goku, ideally we will be getting to use the standby and then use the Dragon Fist counter against Goku and Frieza in slot 1 on one of the turns when we get to the very end. And then obviously ideally by having fused either Vegeta or Gogeta or both, we should have a scouter for the later part of the fight, which will help make things a little bit easier as well. So a lot of it's going to come down to how painless this phase is, because obviously the rotation locking is incredibly annoying. It's still my least favourite boss mechanic. I hate it. I was having a discussion with Annie on the timeline about it yesterday, but like, to me, rotation locking is not, I don't think in any way can be considered like a good design, right? You jump into this event and the game can just basically decide that you lose on like in this phase, right? Because for example, if these guys, like, obviously it's a risk to bring them on the team in this event is the argument, but like if these guys got locked in slot 1, unless we want to use an item here, then it's just instant like GG. Okay, we've just lost now because the game locked them in slot 1 and they're not a slot 1 unit, so now we die. So in this instance, Gotenks was locked in slot 3, which is not the end of the world. Obviously UI Goku does need to actually get all of his dodges off here. Once he's dodged a few times, obviously that chance keeps going up and up and up, so he's at the point now where he's just not going to get touched, which is exactly what we want. But obviously 17 could still super attack the Goku and Vegeta in the middle, which would not be ideal. Although I think we probably will kill him here, because Goku gets the guaranteed crit on his additional, and then Goku and Vegeta will super attack a few times. I was going to say, if Goku gets a 3rd super, then just guaranteed that 17 is not going to touch Goku and Vegeta, because they should be able to finish him off with their super attacks here. Obviously the more they get the better, since they do stack. And then I think we've healed enough, so when we get to the next turn, we've got Gogeta on that turn 4, he can fuse, and then ideally we can go from there in terms, I don't know, because of the locking, the way it's ended up though, who do we have? Do we have a slot 1 unit on the next rotation? We might not. Not really, although I guess we could use Gohan standby. I don't know if we want to use it this early normally, but I just had to float off Gotenks as well, so ideally I want to keep Gogeta around. So yeah, let's stand by. Do you guys orb change? I can't remember. Do I want to stand by with them first? Yeah, probably. Not standby, but transform. So let's transform with them first. Okay, the super attack is there. So then we stand by with you. Okay, so 8, 10. I'll get 10 here. Gogeta, I think. See, Gogeta on the first turn should be able to eat this. He might actually just dodge it anyway, but go ahead and do that. Then we go for this. Decent amount of orbs already picked up so far. Charging up the Family Kamehameha. I mean, that's the thing. The Family Kamehameha, if we get charged enough, going to do big damage to Goku and Frieza as it is anyway. Although the friend Gohan, I think, is Rainbow. I didn't actually check. I put the team together, obviously expecting to probably use an AGL Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku friend, and then the game picked the Gohan, and then obviously after a quick second double take, it was like, oh yeah, all of these characters are on the Kamehameha category, so I figured we might as well bring the Gohan friend and see how well we get on. But alright, so what's Gogeta going to take here? Because bear in mind, this super does like 2.7 million, I think, 225k. But taking some damage is good, right? Because we want to also fuse with Vegito. I don't know if we've taken enough damage, but no, I don't. We're going to be close. I think we might just be right on the edge, which is unfortunate. Do we get it or not? Hey, we do. Let's go. Alright, so we can fuse with Vegito. Oh man, no attacks in slot 1 is pretty nice for this. Also, no attacks for... I guess we have to rely on UI Goku on the next turn, though, for like the... surviving the Goku and Frieza slot 1, which is going to be maybe a little bit risky. But yeah, all of these attacks, we're going to do so many counters here. So this is going to be quite a wild turn. And then you can go... And then yeah, we've got the revival up for UI Goku as well. So we actually can't die this turn regardless. So yeah, Vegito can get some counters off here. Obviously, he's going to do his supers as well. His post-super counters are going to do tons of damage. He's getting attacked like 5 times after he supers. So yeah, big damage incoming from Super Vegito here. And then yeah, we've got the Scouter effect, which is going to last us all the way through to the end. Not that it really matters too much once we get past this phase, right? Because Goku and Frieza are always super attacking slot 1. The only thing that will potentially go wrong, of course, is that if they're super attacking in slot 1, sometimes this happens, but it's not the first attack. Like, they're doing a normal first, and then they're super. So then if we put the Dragon Fist Goku into the standby, and then he doesn't dodge the first normal, he will actually take a lot of damage. Their normal attacks do 950k. And that's before they get their, like, under 50% HP, like, buff. And then ideally, the goal will just be to, like, once we get past the first turn, hopefully be able to just spam active skills. We do also have Gotenks. Got Family Kamehameha, Gohan. I mean, this is a lot of... we have a lot of options. I mean, Gotenks should tank there. Family Kamehameha, Gohan should tank there. Super if we get enough orbs, right? The friend one, Rainbow, with... Just double check his thing here. So we've got all super class allies, that's fine. 50% defense when receiving an attack per key sphere obtained, as well as obviously guard. How many orbs can we actually get from in slot 1? Yes, it's only 6. And that means what? 300% extra defense, which he's only got 784k. They'll have 77% damage reduction as well, though. But, like, 78k is incredibly low. So, I mean, we might have to take the risk that Gotenks just gets his proc, right? Because 78k, and then what, plus 300% is what he'll get when he gets hit, is only 312k. He's got 77% damage reduction. But Goku and Frieza do like 2.85 million damage with their super. So minus 77%, that becomes 655k. So Gohan would take damage from the attack, although not a lot, because he has guard as well. Whereas Gotenks, we'd be running the risk of, does he get his proc? Because if he doesn't, then, oh boy, is he taking a lot of damage. Oh, it's a risky one for sure. I guess we just go for it with Gohan. Get the 6 orbs here. And then I guess use Gotenks' active skill as well, because we do want to just be doing as much damage as possible. So use Gotenks' active skill. I think Gotenks probably is more useful on rotation than Gogeta at this point, so do this. And then just keep getting the most orbs possible so we keep charging the family Kamehameha. Although realistically, I don't think it matters too much because it's a case of we kind of probably going to have to kill him on the next turn anyway. So how much does he take from this? 115k. I mean, considering, yeah, 2.85 million that attack should do. And that's only, and we only picked up 6 orbs, which really is like a bad turn for him. So, you know, you start getting like 8, 9, 10 orbs, like he will be taking basically nothing from that attack, which is pretty good. So Gotenks, 22.5 mil. We got the 18 key, so he will get a guaranteed additional. Yeah, I think we're going to get them to being basically just at like 50% HP here. Wow, his additional did 0. Damn. Maybe not then. Alright, so Gogeta at 21.3. I guess it depends what Gogeta does additionals wise. I mean, realistically, we would probably be better off if we don't drop them below 50% HP, because then on the next turn they're not going to be hitting as hard, which means we're more likely to survive anyway. Do a bunch of damage to them, and then we get around to this rotation again and just use the family Kamehameha. So, damn, 14.5. And isn't he effective against all types as well? And it's still not enough. Man, these damage cap things are kind of crazy. I think the thing is, the reason I'm not a huge fan of that kind of mechanic, because obviously you're just taking these events, and like sometimes it's fun to try and do these events with like a meme team and see how well you can get on. But like some teams just will not be able to, because even if you somehow cheese your way to this last phase, you're then just not doing any damage. So, but yeah, here we can go ahead and use the Dragon Fist standby. The super attack is the first attack of the turn. And then if we do this, I wonder if is Vegito actually going to do damage with his counters. But yeah, either way, we'll use the active skill for UI Goku. Do a bit of damage. Fortunately, their 50% thing can't activate like mid-turn. Otherwise, that could be awkward. But yeah, so we do that. And then do that. And here we go. See how much damage we do. We've got 101 charges for the family Kamehameha. We get the Dragon Fist counter. Watch this do 0. Hey, it actually did damage. Let's go. Crit for 15 mil. I think, is it 15 million you have to do? 10 or 15? I can't remember. If it's 15, it means we only just did damage to them with the Dragon Fist counter, which is pretty funny. But I think we should be all good, right? Because UI Goku should do damage. And then even if Vegito doesn't do any damage, then they've got low enough HP that the family Kamehameha should just kill them on the next turn. But, I mean, UI Goku might kill them if he gets the additionals here. Ooh, no extra additional. He did take a hit as well, but he only took double-digit damage. Vegito only with the 10 mil attack stat here. He might actually not do damage with this 18 key super. Be kind of funny. Yep. And then counters. Do they do damage? They do not. Let's go. But fortunately, we know Vegito, like, they're only normal attacking for the rest of the turn. Vegito does not take damage from their attacks. So they're doing no damage to him, then he counters and does no damage to them, and then we go into the next turn and we get the GG with the family Kamehameha. So yeah, the accelerated battle mission, I mean, realistically, I know we used Gotenks on the team, and he's like the newest LR that just came out that a lot of people wouldn't have summoned for necessarily, but he didn't really do a lot. Like, we didn't use him as a slot 1 unit, and then the one time he really had got to attack here at the end, he didn't do any damage with his additional. So yeah. So all we have to do here now is the family Kamehameha in order to get the W. Obviously, if we really wanted to add some spice onto it, we could get some more orbs, so we can get another 11 orbs here just to charge it up a little bit more. I mean, hey, why not? Let's just throw you there and get another 3. Puts us up to 115 orbs, and then go ahead and fire off the family Kamehameha and get the W. So yeah, the biggest thing to remember, like I said, about the accelerated battle mission, you only need to have 4 accelerated battle characters on the team. So depending on what units you have available, Tech UI Goku is obviously a good lead, a good build for his team, because you can use units like the AGL UI, any other characters that will need to dodge, and then once you get to the 17 and Golden Frieza stage, use the Tech UI Goku domain so that you can actually dodge, and then you won't get caught in that. I mean, you can still get caught because you could not dodge, but it makes it a little bit easier to get through that phase. So Tech UI Goku team is obviously a really good option for this as well. But I thought we'd use this fun build with some units that are a little bit older, like the Golden Week Goku. He has at least returned before. And like I say, Gotenks is the brand new unit on the team, but he didn't really do a lot in this run. And he's not an accelerated battle character, so we could have swapped him out for somebody else. And probably not had much different of a run, considering he didn't really get to do much, right? He didn't do any slot 1 tanking. He didn't do any crazy damage against Goku and Frieza. So he was on the team, but obviously don't worry. If you don't have him, just sub him out for somebody else. Your next strongest option for like LR for that team. But there you go. That is the accelerated battle mission done for the Goku and Frieza event. That was the last one I needed to do. Because like I say, got too distracted with the World Tournament and everything over the weekend. Shout out to everyone that came out and supported during the Subathon event. But yeah, let me know how you got on with the accelerated battle mission. Let me know your team build down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.